BabyMamaLounge. I am Rebecca,
I'm Grace.
and we are going to talk about how we met my husband, her baby daddy, which is the same man.
Yes.
So go, Grace. How did you meet him?
I want to say I was like 12, 13, and we met at church.
Church. That's an interesting place to meet.
Right? It's because our parents, they used to be Christian, and we had to always be at church. That's where we met. At the time, I actually had a boyfriend. And then,
okay.
yes. So then it was because Emilio started punking him. And then I was trying to defend my boyfriend. And then,
Instead of himself defending himself.
yes. And then that's how me and him started talking. And then we dated for a while. And then I got pregnant. I think I was like 16, 17. And then we had Nathaniel.
So how I met him, first off, I was still in high school, and I was definitely on MySpace, and then I saw, a bald guy with,
MySpace.
a little cholo, a little gangster, which was something my type back then, and I was like, ooh, who's this? So I was like, okay. So I added him, but we didn't talk right away. We started talking one night where I was completely drunk. And then I was telling him like, oh yeah, I'm like, I'm doing this right now and I'm just about to go in the pool all naked and stuff. And he's like, what? Like he was just having fun talking to me. And then ever since then, we kept talking and talking. And then, yeah, I ended up went in with him 3 months after. The first time he did come over and we did meet over, because we did meet on MySpace.
Did you know about me back then?
No.
When did you find out?
When me and him made it official that day that he came over. Because we were only talking. We weren't really like, we never thought we would get together.
Okay.
We were just friends. So then I was like, I think it's time to meet up. And then he was like, okay. I'm like, okay, we're going to meet at my sister's house because I don't know if he's a serial killer. He's going to kill me. So he had a whole other plan, though. He wanted to take me out on a date. He had borrowed money. I don't know what he did, but he got a car and everything. And my sister's like, you are not going nowhere. You are staying right here in this house.
Okay.
And then he was like, okay, we're going to watch Armageddon. So then meanwhile, we had like the pillow over us and we were holding hands like, because my sister was there. Yeah, it was funny. And then he wanted to leave. And I was like, no, you're not leaving. Where are you going? You're going to ask me out. And that's that. Like, what's up? And then he was all like, no, you need more dates. I'm like, no, you're here. You're going to ask me out.
Okay.
And then he did. And then, we just kept talking. And then Long Beach, my sister wanted to move out. And so I ended up moving with him 3 months into the relationship.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that.
You didn't know about that?
No.
Yeah. And then I found out about you, and then that's when I was like, oh. But I'm like, how can it be? Like, baby daddy, baby mama drama. I don't know nothing because none of my friends had, baby daddies or anything like that. So I was like, what can it do? It's just a baby mama. Who cares? Like, he's going to go see the babies here, most of the time, but I'll be living with him and stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, it was a whole other situation.
Yeah, it was because we weren't done 100%. So I didn't even find out about you till like, a while. I think Nathaniel was like 6 months, like maybe like 8 months old.
Yeah.
I want to say.
I met him when he was 1. He came into the house and then he was all excited that I was going to meet him. He was like, just peek out. Because, I was in I had to hide when you would come over.
Yeah.
So he was like, just peek. And I was like, oh, he's so cute. And then I went back in and then, yeah, that's when he left. And yeah, so I think it was on Christmas. It was a Christmas or it was a holiday.
I don't remember.
It was something because you came over and I was like, oh, he's adorable. And then I left. But yeah, I never, ever, ever, ever expected for it to go this far. Yeah. Like,
I mean, let's be honest. It was a lot of BS in the middle of it.
A lot of it.
Because even when we found out about each other, we didn't meet each other till a while in.
Yeah, we didn't. We just kept texting each other and just like, oh, who are you? Oh, I'm the baby mama. Oh, I'm the girlfriend. And then like, oh, he's still messing with me. But then what he would tell me is she's just saying that. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that was not at all. That was, he was over here playing it, and he played it good. But hey, I'm glad that now he's in a better place.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I remember. I remember how I found out about you.
Okay.
He went over the house to see Nathaniel.
Okay.
And he dropped his phone on the couch or something like that. And he had left. And that motherfucker was... Oh, shit. Not allowed to curse. My bad. Okay, so it started ringing and it said wifey. I said, what the? So yeah, so then he came back and I remember I wouldn't let him back in the door
Why didn't you answer?
because I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was scared. But I wanted to see what he had to say. He just kept saying, like, no, it's some girl. I'm talking, she's cuckoo. She's cuckoo. But honestly, like, we never really sat down and talked about you until I think you started posting on MySpace a lot of pictures. I think like a picture of you and him. And then that's when I found out who you really like were. At first, I just knew you as wifey, the girl on the phone, cuckoo girl. And then when you started posting is when I started seeing it.
That wasn't cuckoo.
No. Well, I still thought you were cuckoo, but yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I don't know.
And what did you think about when you saw our pictures? Were you upset?
Yes, very. Very, very upset. We used to argue a lot about it. But then he would just call you and then Miss Rebecca would be like, nah, it was a one time, we don't do nothing no more. And then it was like, okay, reasons. I would believe him. You get me? So then it was kind of like...
Because of reasons.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it was like hard not to believe him in the time. Right? I want to say.
Mm-hmm. When I first when I first found out about you, when was it? Oh. I had his phone. Because you know how I gave him a phone, right?
A little red one, I think it was.
It was the blue one.
Oh, I don't remember.
It was blue or red. It was one of them, and I went through his messages where you messaged him on MySpace.
I don't remember.
And y'all were talking a little bit dirty. And then, mind you, I wasn't into that dirtiness yet because I just came out of high school and I wasn't really like that. So I was like, what is this? So I messaged one of my friends. I was like, hey, girl, what does this mean? She was like, I mean, I was like, no. I was like, heck no, I don't want to know no more. And then I remember I told him about it that day. Sorry. I told him about it that day. And then he was like, no, she's crazy. She's just making up stuff because, she just wants to. She knows you're reading my messages. And I was like, oh, okay.
I really did not. I don't know if I did or not. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. So then I would be like, oh, okay. So then I remember I would post pictures because I already knew about you. And I'll be like, let's see if it's real. So I posted pictures. And then that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to post pictures like I'm at his house so he could see. That's why, I don't know if you see on MySpace, I would have a lot of pictures of me outside in the 104 store.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, let's see if I hear more BS. If I hear more BS, then okay.
Yes, and we went on for months messaging. And then he went on vacation. That's what we're going to say. And that's, I think, when we really started messaging.
We realized it, yeah.
Because he was not telling you to stop or telling me to stop. So then we really started messaging.
Yeah.
And then I think that's when I found out you were pregnant, right?
Yes.
I want to say when he was on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was one point at the 104 store that when we were living there, I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave. And I called my 4 homeboys and I told them, hey, come pick me up. I'm moving with my dad. And then that's when they're like, okay. And they were there. And then that's when he was like, no. I'll drop her. I'm sorry. And I was like, okay, I'll stay. So then I guess that's why I just kept staying because of that. I'm sorry. And so at that point, that's when I was like, all right, whatever. I'm in this, I guess, And then me and you, yes, we started messaging each other when he was in vacation. And because I was pregnant.
Yes, but I don't know why we started messaging when he went there. That's what I'm trying to remember. Like how we ended up there. But we had already known about each other.
Yeah.
But for a while, we didn't talk.
Oh, I think I messaged you because I was like, why are you visiting him?
Oh yeah, because you found out I was
I
visiting
found
him.
out you were visiting him, but then I was
kinda
like, wait,
psycho.
now that I'm putting it together, it's kind of retarded
Yes.
because you had to visit him because you had his son.
But he didn't. Wait, I don't even know if I took Nathaniel. Did I take? I did take Nathaniel with me that day. I was like, I don't even remember. Yeah, I fucking hated the drive was horrible.
Oh my gosh, standing in the line was horrible. And I was
Yeah.
pregnant and I was already like
It was horrible.
throwing
I
up and
hated
everything.
It. And then you
It
had
was
to go
3
on the
hours.
bus.
3 hours.
I hated it.
Yeah, 3 to 4 hours. And then just to see him for what, 20 minutes? And then
Yeah.
we're gone.
Exactly.
But yeah. So that's when I found out about you and all that stuff.
But then we didn't actually meet each other till.
Somebody got involved.
But that was still like, I want to say like 6 months after.
It was a long time.
So realistically, we messaged each other for like a whole, I want to say like a whole year before we actually met.
Cause
Like
we,
in person. I want to say in person.
I feel like because we wanted for it not to be
No,
real.
it was because you were a pussy. You were saying
We didn't want it. I didn't want it to be real.
Yeah, no, it was though, because I would always try to catch you and you would always not.
Because of obvious reasons, he would tell me stuff, he would tell you stuff, so I was like, oh, okay, I don't want to jeopardize anything
Yeah.
with the kids or anything like that. So
But I still only had Nathaniel at the time.
yes,
And then when we met in person, I was 7 months pregnant.
yeah,
And you had Emmanuel that was like
a
3
baby.
months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3 or 4 months, and then that's when
Where was he at this time? I don't remember.
who? Oh, he was at his house with another woman
That is.
when we went to go confront him.
Oh, when you were in
And
the
there was
back
another
seat.
girl, and there was
Oh, my
another girl
God.
upstairs.
When you were in the back seat.
No, I
That
in
one
the
was
back
funny.
seat. I was, and then I'm like, Pop, I'm here.
That was the first time.
We met up.
That was the first time that we confronted him.
Yeah,
It was.
it was.
Okay, all right. Come back for next.
Bye, Baby Mama Lounge.